You are listening to the Berry Thoughtful Life Coaching Podcast with the mindset coach, Kanisha Berry. You will be empowered, uplifted, and encouraged. Now, here's your host, Kanisha.
In 2011, my daughter and I, along with another mom and her daughter, we did a mommy-daughter trip to Paris. We was really excited, a little bit afraid, because here we were, 4 women going to a country that we've never been to before, and none of us spoke French. But we thought, you know what the heck, you only live once. While we were there, we knew that we wanted to visit Notre Dame. And in our mind, we was going to see the cathedral. Can I be honest with you? I didn't really know about the towers. So when we arrived and saw the long line wrapped around the chapel, we assumed that was the line to go into the temple. We got in line, we chit-chatted amongst ourselves, and we just moved with the people. We got inside the doors, paid our fee. We thought we was going to see, again, the inside of the chapel. But then we was instructed to continue to follow the people in front of us, and we did. And we found ourselves walking up a flight of steps. But it wasn't just a flight of steps. We end up taking 387 steps to the top of Notre Dame. Let me tell you, it was exciting, but it was also tiring. And the thing about it was we didn't know where we were going. So along the way on the trip, as we was climbing these steps, trying to figure out what are we doing, where are we going, this surely can't be taking us into a sanctuary. We began to kind of laugh and talk amongst ourselves, and someone told us, no, you guys are going to the top. You're going to the roof of the Notre Dame. And so we just laughed and continued up the steps. So if there's anyone listening, if you've ever been, you know that there's nowhere to sit down and relax. You can kind of move to the side, but we had hundreds of people waiting behind us to continue up. So there was no, let me just stop and rest. And the area wasn't so big that you could really, the 4 of us could gather and sit somewhere or stand somewhere without being in other people's way. So this was a trip that you had to just keep on going. You could rest a little bit, but you had to keep going. I remember thinking once we arrived to the top how fascinating it was to be able to see the city, to see all the gargoyles that was at the top of this amazing building, this history, and here we were standing in it. But I have to tell you, if I knew at the beginning of that journey, if someone would have said you are about to climb 387 steps, I probably would have missed that wonderful moment. I would have talked myself out of it. I would have said, no, that's way too much. 387 steps, there's no way I can do that. Or better yet, I probably don't even want to do it. But here's the thing. There are times we start a journey and we're not sure where we're going to end up. And many of us start a journey and we think it's going to take us one place. We think, if we do these certain things, then we will acquire either the degree or write the book or whatever the thing is you set to do. You may start your journey thinking this is the goal. Maybe you start dating and you're thinking marriage is the goal. So you have one thing in mind, but life has a way of taking us on a different journey. Now, in the situation of us on those steps, we couldn't stop. We didn't have an option. Maybe we could have, been resistant and said, we give up and turn around and walk back down and made it inconvenience for everybody else. But we chose not to. What I want you to do is that when you're on that journey and it gets really difficult and you feel tired and you don't know where it's going to end because we didn't know where it was going to end, I want you to keep going. I want you to press through. And then I want you to begin to convince your mind that what's on the end of the journey, even though it doesn't look like what you thought it was going to, even though life is giving you an obstacle that you wasn't anticipating, I want you to just decide that, you know what, God, there has to be something better than what I even thought at the end of this journey. And so because of that, I won't give up. And I just want to believe that if you hang in there and if you just press through and you keep on, no matter how tough it gets, that there is a better ideal version of what you thought life was going to be on the other side. That there is a beautiful surprise at the end of the story. that when you get to the top of your 387 steps that you didn't even intend to take, that you're going to see something that you never thought you would see before, that you're going to marvel at the wonderfulness that this journey has taken you on that you didn't even sign up for. But the most important part of it is to begin to relax into the journey. Take a deep breath. If you need to, stand to the side, regather yourself. But whatever you do, do not give up. So I hope this message encourages you today with whatever you're facing, that it may seem tough. It may feel like you don't know how this is going to end, but trust the process. Keep going. Take it one step at a time. Find some people that can encourage you and be around people who can help you laugh during this difficult time. And then when you feel restored enough, get back in the game and keep on going so that you can get to the top and see the beauty that life has to offer. So thank you so much for listening. I am Kenesha Berry at berrythoughtfullife.com. Do me a favor, go over to my website and check out some things that are going on. I'm going to offer a new gift very soon, and I don't want you to miss it. So again, thank you for listening. One more thing. Will you do me another favor? Will you subscribe and download this podcast? And if it's helping you, will you share it with a friend? Thank you. Have a wonderful day.